Okay then, let's get started. Today we are going to be playing Sinking City, which is a Lovecraftian game from Frogware Studios. Should be fun. Flashing images warning. I'm not going to waffle on. Let's just get started. So we are Charles Reed, and we appear to be investigating outbursts of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont. Started and already were hallucinating. Oh good, at least we've got a brick.
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
There's a letter. Moving camera. Now, how do we access our inventory? Tab.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Gunpowder and coil springs.
Now get out!
Oh, cheerful fellow.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Well, that was helpful.
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature, scion of a robust bloodline, a philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map.
Didn't mean to
I've
click
marked
that.
the hotel and a few other key places.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
guess they're not short of fish. What is that thing? Some sort of crabadillo? You're not feeling talkative either.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
Those are some very fine sideys you've got there.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken word from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
I have a feeling I'm going to regret asking this,
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see.
Okay.
I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Tame, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to the house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Okay. I'm sure I'll get the hang of this.
I've said everything I know.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
Pleasant looking place. Got some fish on the table. A bath full of fish. Seems to be a lot more fish around than anyone knows what to do with.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this. Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was at or starve.
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis, we were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. And he started to make these horrible sounds and, okay, my head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing, just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me,
That sounds familiar. Who is this Kay you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
I wonder what the worst would constitute around here.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul?
I don't know yet, Will. And the police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Well, that was trippy. Don't
Choo
mind me.
choo.
I'm just rummaging through all your things. This place does not seem to be particularly fit for habitation.
Glenna, Nihri, Glenna, get high, Nukulina, Haftin.
Retrocognition. Okay.
Glenna, Nihri, Glenna, get
just
high,
repeating what we've already seen.
Nukulina, Haftin.
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
Take this, ape-face. Yeah, run!
What's happening?
Okay, let's see what we have here.
What's happening?
Take this, this, ape-face.
Not sure exactly what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, run!
Am I supposed to put these in order, or... Mark the scenes in chronological order. Okay, but how do I mark them? Yeah, in the next room.
What's happening?
Okay. Again here, that's one.
Take this, ape-face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
New Mind Palace clue. Okay, so open the case book. And then switch to Mind Palace. So, okay, this is all the stuff I've already found. Lore. Okay. So how do we... How do we combine these? Okay, we found something. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Mind's eye can reveal omens.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
This is trippy. So last closest.
While Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong. Something in the pocket.
Okay. So Peter owed Lewis money.
The blood is fresh. Whoever it belongs to could not have gotten far.
I don't know if I'm taking any sort of sanity damage by doing this for too long. It looks very much like I am. Padlocks can be broken with a shot or a melee attack, okay? I'm not seeing any echoes. Maybe because they led me to the padlock.
The door won't budge.
Tab. Can't use a brick. How do I melee?
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
So now we go to the Mind Palace. Back to the clues. Fisherman's house, key evidence collected. Warehouse says all evidence collected. Okay, so maybe I go back to the fisherman's house and figure out what I've missed. If I missed anything on the body.
One fatal round through the forehead.
Oh.
That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Architecture around here is damn weird. Okay. Let's go have a word with Bobby T about his son. Feel the gentle touch of tentacles. Love this place. How do I get back down to where I was? Ah, it's over this way, isn't it?
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed. The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
Okay, is that now all the evidence? No, just key evidence still. So what have I missed?
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
I'm pretty sure I have in fact found all. Oh no.
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Bit fishy. Okay, is that now all the evidence? Nope, still says key evidence.
Five cards short of a full house.
Okay, now it's all evidence. That looks like fancy furniture. Ah, it's a gramophone.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
No.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. I had hoped for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilled for nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes. Make him beg for mercy.
I don't know exactly. I have some suspects, but I need to investigate further.
What kind of private eye are you?
A thorough one. When I find him, I'll tell you.
Fine. No one leaves the port until then. Find me that dirtbag and I'll help you with anything you need.
Okay. I think it may be time to go and investigate. Focus player brings it back to me. Okay. What was the bar called? That's the Devil's Reef Hotel, Oakmont City Port, Warehouse, Charm, Fisherman's House. Is that my boat? Okay. So let's go back to the case book. Is it in the Mine Palace that I'm looking? Deductions. I don't think I can do anything here. So I'm looking for bar in Oakmont Port. So that is the marker I need to add for. Okay. Under the kill bar.
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around. You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
Wow. Well, Billy must be mistaking me for someone else. This is a pleasant looking place.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Ugh, I'll miss the Carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
You're some kind of
Hopefully it holds
fortune
someone
teller?
called Lewis.
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
All right, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
Some other time. Maybe.
As you wish.
Don't do that again.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and
So, if alcohol is the
Unless
medium
you're
of
a
exchange, what do you buy alcohol with?
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah, even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over, and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Rock. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. Bye.
I seem to be a little bit short on ammunition, so this is going to be entertaining.
What the? Get the... Oh!
Any of you fellas seen Lewis Flynn?
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Want to spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before.
Not the most tactful approach.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood.
Oops.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. So I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived at Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
Okay, local feud. Fun times.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
Now, don't try my patience
Could do some
further,
bullets.
Mr. Flynn.
Okay. Sorry, fish boy, but I think I'm going to have to fulfill the obligation placed on me. It seems pretty clear to me that it was deliberate. You don't shoot someone in the head and string up their body in a mad rage.
And just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family and took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bittersweet as it is, shall be served. It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes.
Timing.
Okay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress.
I did it with my
Remind
endless
me,
supply of tact.
what brought you to Oakmont?
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I needed to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster?
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
You don't say. You look like a gorilla in a suit. That defies scientific explanation as well.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, brown streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
Do you think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
The only one you
Mr.
could trust.
Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Antipsychotics, too. That's handy. I have a feeling I'm going to need some of those before I'm finished. Also going to go and investigate the lifeboat, which I'm told was around here somewhere.
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
Oh, hello there. You look interesting. Would you care to talk to me? No. Okay. So what have we here? You're the hotel. That's the Chronicle. That's the police department. That's the hospital. What an asylum. Charming. That's Throckmorton Manor. And this presumably is... Nope, University Library, City Hall. Any other markers? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, where did he say? Northern Coverside. Crossroad of Asher Road and Hubert Avenue. Really twitchy to place. Okay, so if that's not the boat down there. Bobby T doesn't seem to be in any sort of hurry, does he?
Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
That's a bit of an extreme reaction.
You want a drink?
Not right now. Can't spare the bullets, you know how it is.
The door won't budge.
Okay. Let's go and investigate boats.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
Okay. That's a really badly fitted window.
Never again, they say. No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
Ah, laudanum, lovely stuff. Overexerted myself, did I?
Makes this place feel more like home. I miss Boston already.
Shell casings. Me, just robbing you. Yellow King. I wonder if he wears a fancy suit.
The door won't budge.
Let's see what's upstairs. Probably more doors that won't budge. Someone else is investigating. Oh, fatal error. Lovely. Well now, let's see how much progress I've lost. Okay, so use crafting materials in your inventory. I can do that. And we're back here again. Let's double check these rooms I just looked in. Yeah. Looks like I need to go through all of them again. I love video game logic.
The door won't budge.
Ah, yes. This was the Pepe Sylvia room. But it looks like I've already checked that. Interesting. Defaced painting. Everything here looks absolutely ruined.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you though, mister, you wanna stay on here? You stop making all that noise.
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Right. What constitutes respectable for fish people?
Got any proof it was me? It could have been one of my neighbors. I slept like a rock. I didn't hear a thing.
That's exactly what a newcomer would say.
Your neighbors are respectable people and would never do such a thing. Don't think your yellow-clad patron means you get away with everything.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Aren't we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine, fine. Take what you wish.
Okay. I'm going to assume the kitchen is going to be behind the bar here. Or maybe not. But since I'm in inventory, let's see what I can make. Let's craft some pistol rounds. Hold off on those for a moment. First aid kit takes alcohol and coil springs. Okay. Not entirely sure how you go about making bandages from coil springs, but we'll make some antipsychotics while we're at it. Yes, Mr. Archer, one of my respectable folk neighbours. So I'm a survivor of the USS Cyclops. Kind of rings a bell for some reason. Jerry has nothing, and Mythos has nothing. So I'll wander around, talk to people.
I'm watching you, newcomer.
Okay, maybe everything I need is in the cases. Yes. Callahan and Old Church. Didn't say any lane. Right, where is Callahan? Eastern Salvation Harbour. really twitchy to place these by keyboard. Okay. Oops. More of these that I can place. Eastern cover side. Corner of St. Elmo Lane and Kingsport. There's St. Elmo Lane, there's Kingsport. Close enough, let's place you there. Advent, corner Purity Road and Oak Street. I'll do. Southern Old Grove, Warwick Street between Seaside and Hillside. I'll be somewhere along here. Central Shells. Street lights. Shells. Brown Street. East of the corner with St. Michael's Road. Okay. Eastern Reed Heights. On Lumbet Street between Helog and Bullock. So let's call you there. Western Reed Heights. Near the crossing of Baker, Ward and Ibon. I'm seeing Ward, Ibon and Baker. Western Advent, near the corner of Murdoch and Oak. Well, there's Oak, Constitution University, Murdoch. Here we go. I'm wondering if I'm going to have to use my woo spooky vision to spot these. Western Reed Heights, Washington Street between Ibon and Oak. There's Ibon. Washington Street between Ibon and Oak. There we go. And Northern Grimhaven Bay. Did not mean to place you there. Northern Grimhaven Bay. Corner of Hubert and Whisper. I'm seeing Whisper with Hubert. Tucket. Deep Shore. Oh, there's Hubert. I'll do. side. Corner of Tanner and Old Church. Old Church was Tanner there. Vic is warning Walter. Walter is on the fish market. You're too engrossed in your book to talk to me. Aha, now this is interesting. 8 shakedown. Okay.
I'm watching you, newcomer.
Right, I'm having trouble keeping some names straight. Here I can access the map. And that must be... Okay, so phone box is fast travel point. So where am I going? If I go backwards, there's one of those vision things just around the corner. You in a talkative mood, sir? No. Appear to have fallen in the water. Can I get out to the water, please? Okay. So I need to go south. Which is that way. Oh, I see. Right. Close. Oh. feel like an idiot. I should probably have loaded that before going in there. Okay, so I am back here. Toddler this way, where I will see a vision of Northern Haven Bay. Load our pistol before going in the dangerous bit, shall we? How do I use this? First aid kit. Fire weapon or use gadget is left click. But left click with first aid kit is not doing anything. Oh, right. Do I need to make some more ammo? Or just switch to a slightly more powerful weapon? Which I'm assuming this is. Right. Rags. I should be able to see something here. Brick. Charming. do not like this place. Okay, where else do I need to go? That's the hotel. Right. Barely to Hubert Avenue. I'm not seeing how I investigate this vision. I think I need to craft some more armor. Two shell casings, one. Was that a vision? Or was that just me going loopy? It's really hard to tell. And that's me getting killed again. Okay. I think this would be a good place to call it for the day. Because I'm getting absolutely no further. And it's a long time to be going loopy. How do I solve this one? That may be something for another day. This should be interesting. The spiral-shaped sign is the one it's been showing me for evidence. Well, I'll figure it out next time. For the moment, this is, good God, whatever my name is, I cannot remember, signing off. Read. It'll come to me. It'll come back to me by next time. Right. Goodbye for now.